All right, so today we have an interview with Tarpons hitting coach Kevin Martir. Um, Second year he's been the hitting coach with Tampa,
Yes,
correct?
yes, correct.
And last year I did a brief interview with you,
Yes, yeah, correct, yeah.
which you can read on Pinstriped Prospects. So we'll get right into things. So we got to start off with the guy that's going to the All Star Futures game, Jason Dominguez. What's that like for him, for the team, and for you as the hitting coach?
I mean, it's great. It's a compliment to him, all the work he's been doing. He puts his head down, works hard. He knows what he needs to do, and he's been great, a great leader as well in the clubhouse. So it means a lot, and the guys are all excited for him, and I'm excited for him as well.
Some are concerned that he's not been performing to the original expectations that were expected of him. You see him every day, much more than I do. Is what we see on the field what we should expect of Jason, or is there still more talent that can be unleashed?
Well, the talent's there. He just needs to play a little bit more. As this is his second year in professional baseball, so I think the talent is there. He's gonna keep growing as he continues to play with experience or whatnot, and it's showing as the season goes on. He's getting better, so I'm pretty excited for him.
An outfielder who's been hot recently is Grant Richardson. Went 21 for 58 in June, with a 1.138 OPS. I don't need to tell you the stats. You know about him.
Yeah.
Which garnered him FSL Player of the Week honors. What's been crucial to his success?
Just simplifying things has been a big thing for him, and swing decisions. We made some mechanical changes. He's narrowed up his stance. He's a little bit more simple, so it allows him to be more consistent and make contact. And it's been showing. He's been missing a lot less, and he has a guy who has a lot of power. And it's been showing. He has a ton of balls over 105 miles an hour. I think it's about 21% of his batted balls. Richardson has a really good bat, and he's a really good overall player.
When the media spoke with Rachel at the beginning of the season, she kept speaking highly of Ben Cowles, and for good reason. The fellow Maryland alum is batting 276 right now, has been consistent all season, showing good power and speed, especially with that triple he hit last night. What's been his big year-over-year change, or has he really changed anything?
Yeah, he has changed. There's been some mechanical stuff as well. Last year he had a high vertical bat angle, and now he's a little bit more flatter, so it allows him to square up the ball a little bit more. And he works hard, man. Ben Cowles, he works really hard. Like I say, he puts his head down and works hard, and he's really consistent with it. It doesn't really change. Doesn't take his foot off the gas. He's a guy who's just really consistent, and which is really important in baseball.
Some are concerned with the progress of some prospects like Alexander Vargas and Anthony Garcia, given the numbers they put up last year. What's different for them between this year and last year, and what are you working on with them?
With them too, just specifically, just swing decisions for the most part. The more that they train at it, the better they understand the strike zone. And it's their first full season, so they got to get acclimated with some things, the schedule and playing back-to-back days or whatnot. So that goes along with experience and with their time and playing professional baseball. So they're going to be good. Those guys are really talented, and I think they're gonna turn the corner here soon.
Antonio Gomez is another prospect that has been struggling a little bit this season, but he started to quickly figure things out at the plate with the first 4 games in July sitting at 8 for 13 with a home run and a double. I've also noticed the glasses he's been wearing too. Have they helped with his performance? And how has he been working to improve his approach at the plate?
Well, same thing. Mainly swing decisions with him, and he's been working hard in the cages as well. There's been some mechanical stuff as well where needs to flatten out his bat a little bit, and he's been doing that. So like you said, in July he's been performing a lot better, and it's something we've been speaking to him about, how his work ethic and during his cage work has been allowing him to perform on the field as well.
Ben Rice seems like another position player that's found a groove in June, batting 14 for 25, 360 with an OPS of 974, but only striking out once all month. That's a huge change after really struggling in May, 8 for 36 with a batting average of 167. I know he doesn't get a lot of playing time behind Antonio Gomez. So how is he able to stay fresh and maintain this kind of consistency off the bench? And what's really clicked for him?
What's really clicked for him is just staying on the ball a little bit longer. Rice has an elite bat speed, so he needs to understand that he can let the ball travel a little bit more, and that's what he's been able to do, the past month or so. And he's been, and it's been showing. He has a ton of power, good bat to ball skills, and And every time he gets his opportunity, he takes advantage of it. And also, day in and day out, he's working hard as well. He stays consistent during his cage work, and he's a guy who I have high hopes for as well, who has a really good bat.
And one of the prospects that I think doesn't get enough credit, I think, is Rainfor Salinas, because he doesn't get a lot of playing time. Is there anything that you think the followers of the Yankee system need to know about Rainfor Salinas?
Rainfor's another guy who works super hard, and like you say, doesn't really get like many opportunities, but when he does, he tries to make the most of it. And he has got good power. He's a really good outfielder, track down some balls or whatnot. But yeah, he's another one who works hard consistently in the cages. When he gets his chance to play, he tries his best and he does his best. So that's a guy who I believe has some really good tools, and just needs to put it together when he does play.
All right, thanks for your time, Kevin.
Of course, thank you, John.